Hi everyone, in this video we will perform CRUD operation using React with Node.js and MySQL database. Okay, so it will be the end result that we get. So let's create first of all a new record. Let's submit it. The new record has added, so let's read it. Also we can go back and also we can come to the edit. Okay, we can directly edit it, and also we can just press this edit, we can edit it. New one, just new one. Okay, let's update it. See, the record has updated successfully, so let's delete it. See, the record has deleted. So we will perform these CRUD operations using React with Node.js. For the Node.js we will use Express in the MySQL database. So let's get started. Before starting, if you are new to my YouTube channel, don't forget to subscribe the channel. So for this project, I have these two folders. In this folder in React MySQL, okay, I have these two folders. So now let's move to first of all we will set up our server side, okay, Node.js environment. So for this, first of all, let's move to the server folder, and after that we will install a few. We will just write npm init -y. Okay, we will initialize it and we will create a package.json file. See, the package.json file created inside the server. So now let's install a few packages inside that. We will install npm install first the Express. Express is a framework of Node.js we will use, and after that MySQL for the database, and cars are the cross origin. Okay, it means that whenever we are accessing the API of Node.js in our front end, so we should use cars. And also the nodman is used to automatically refresh our server side whenever we make changes in that, so it will refresh them automatically. So let's install them. Here they will be installed. Yeah, the package has installed inside that. And for the front-end environment, I have already created the React app. Okay, this is the React app which I have created already. And let's move now. We should create a file inside this that would be like back.js. Okay, or just name it server.js. Okay, we named it server.js. So to use the nodman, this package that we have installed, okay, so for that let's come here to the package.json, and inside here we will write start nodman server.js, our file. Okay, so it will automatically starting this file server.js. And also the import is not working in our if we write here, for example, import express from Express, so this import statement is not working automatically by default. So let's add that. So to add that, we will write here type module. Okay, so it will work now. Yeah, we did it. We imported our Express, and also let's import MySQL. Import MySQL from MySQL, and also import cars from cars. So now let's initialize our Express. We will write const up is equal to Express function, we will call that. Okay, and after that let's use our cars. So to use cars, we will write after use cars. Yeah, we did it. So now let's run our server. So for that we will after listen, our server will listen, and this port, the port would be 8081. This is the port number, and let's create a function console.log listening. So let's check it. We will run our server npm start. See, it is listening. Okay, the message has printed. It means that our backend side is working right now perfectly. So now let's move to our front end. For the front end, to make this CRUD operation, what we need, let's come here. Yes, and we cd front end. Inside front end we should install the Axios, which is a library to post, use git post and delete and put methods of that, and also the Bootstrap for designing, and React Router DOM for routing. These three packages are, we should install them. I have already installed them. I will show you them. Okay, I think I don't have, so let's install them. Okay, package.json. Yeah, we don't have, so let's install them. npm install Axios and also the Bootstrap and the React Router DOM. These three packages we will install. Yeah, those three packages has installed. So now let's check them. Package.json. See, we have those packages: Bootstrap, React Router DOM. So now let's start our coding. Also, we will start our server, front-end server. We will write npm start. Sorry, we got an error. Yeah, we should write npm run. I'm sorry. Yeah, it will start our front-end code. So let's refresh it. See, we came here. Right now we don't have anything, just the app component. So let's now come here to the app.js. So inside app, first of all, I will set up React Router DOM for our home component. Okay, so let's first create home.jsx. Write some code inside this, and now let's come here to use React Router DOM. Import browser router, and routes, and also route from React Router DOM. After importing them, so let's use them now. Browser router, so let's write here routes and also the route. Inside out we have two parameter. First the path is just slash for home element component, and the element is equal to with home. Okay, let's import it. That has imported automatically. Okay, so we created the path for our home component. So now let's start in our home component. In the home component we should display our records. In the records we should fetch them from our database. Okay, so the database we are using the MySQL database. So let's see the MySQL database. I will come to the control panel. I am using here, so maybe you have installed separately just the the MySQL database, but I am using this one. Okay, so let's check that. Let's come here to the local host, and we should move to phpMyAdmin. Yeah, inside phpMyAdmin, these are the databases that I have. So I will use this CRUD database. What we have inside CRUD, we have students. Okay, I will just fetch the records of students. Okay, I will just use this student table which I have created, and let's come here. So to fetch the records, I will use effect hook, which will run whenever we run our project. So it will be run use effect at the start of the project. It will render. Okay, array dependency. So here I will just fetch my all records. Okay, to fetch that we will use Axios for that. Let's first of all import that. Import Axios from Axios.git, and here we will write our URL. Our URL would be localhost, and our port number was 8081. This was our port number, so let's copy this and paste it here, and after that we will get our result, and we will just display that result on console. But if we got an error, display that on console. Yeah, let's move to our server side code. So let's open this one. Okay, and here we will just write the API. First we will create connection with MySQL. So create the connection with MySQL. We will write const an object db is equal to MySQL dot create connection, and it has the properties. First one is the host. The host is the local host with us right now, and the user is root with us by default in the MySQL, and because I didn't change that, then the password I didn't set the password for MySQL, and the database name with us was CRUD that we saw previously. Okay, the connection with MySQL has created. So now let's just write our first API, which is just where we will get all the records from our database. So let's write that here. We will write app.get. Our route would be just / okay for that, and here we will get a callback function, and we will get two parameters inside that, request and response. And inside it we will write our query now. Let's write const SQL is equal to, our query would be select steric from our student table. Okay, select all from our student table. Then we will run our query. We will write db.query. We will pass our SQL, and here we will again a function, and we will just get an error or a result. If there was error, so just return result response.json, a message error inside server, else return response .json, our result. Okay, so it will return the result, and we call that yeah, let's run our program. So let's come here, and let's move to our console. What we are getting in the response, see, we got the Axios error. Yeah, we got Axios error. So let's check it. Yeah, there is no error with us. So let's yeah, we got the result. Okay, that need a refresh. Yeah, we got this result. Okay, this data, see Axios header, and here inside the data we have that record that we had in our database. See this record, and we had that record here. Okay, this is the record. So now let's just read that. Okay, so we will create a variable here, a state data, set data by the name to set back the data. This method we will call to set the data inside this data. We will use state hook, and this is an array type with us. We should assign that, and instead of this console we will just call set data method. Okay, and to that we will pass result data. We will pass our data to that. Previously we saw, okay, this data result data we will assign to that. After assigning that, so now let's print that. So to print that, let's create a table. Inside the table, tbody. Inside that table row, thead, and the first one would be the ID. We will print the ID also, and also we should print the name email. I think how many properties we have there? We have ID, name, and email and also in action. The action is used for delete and update. Yes, so now let's, yeah, it was th, sorry, create t-body here. Inside that, now we will use this data, okay, this variable that we have created. So let's use this curly braces in data.map. We will use map function, and inside this we will get data or just student in object of student. In the index is default with the map function, and inside that we will return table row. The table row we will assign a key. The key would be index, and if we write student.id, that is also okay. Inside that table data, and let's print first the id, student.id, and the name, and after that the email. So let's check it inside that id, name, and email. Let's write like this, okay. ID, name, and email. And after that we should have two buttons for edit and delete. So let's check it how it looks like. See, we just printed our first card and that looks like this. So now we will add some bootstrap design for that. So let's first of all import our bootstrap. Import bootstrap slash bootstrap, and let's add some design here. So yeah, I just added these CSS bootstrap classes, okay, this one, and also for the button, and I have added this red button also. So let's check it. Yeah, it looks like this now, okay. So now let's add a new button here on the top. So whenever we press that, we should create, it means add a new record. So for that, let's come here, we will add a new button. And we will just add that inside this, let's create a div. And here we should use React Outer DOM link, okay. Whenever we press that, we should go to a new route and we should go to a new component. So for that, let's use React Outer DOM link. Import that, yeah, import that from React Outer DOM, and this has a property by the name to, and we should go to create route, okay. Later we will create that, and here let's write create plus, okay. Let's add class name, button success, and let's add some class here, reflex, justify, content, and yeah, let's see it. See, that's okay now, okay. So whenever we refresh this, we should go to a new component. So let's add that route, that would be create, and we should go to create component. So let's create that component, create.jsx, write some code inside this. Let's come here back to R, let's import that, create. After importing that, so let's use that here, yes. So now let's press that button, yeah. See, we came to create component. So now here we should have a forum. Inside that forum we should write our videos and submit them. So let's come here to the create. Yeah, for create I just wrote this code, okay, this design, because first the video it will take time, okay. Just simply a div, one input field for name and one input field for email and a submit button, just simply this, okay. So let's check it. Yeah, it looks like this, okay. It is the forum that we have now. So now whenever we enter data inside this, So we should, by pressing the submit, we should submit that to the database. First we should store the values that we are writing here. So for that, let's create two variables, const, and we can write values, set values is equal to use state, and this should be an object type with us. And also now we should have here a name, by default empty, and also the email empty. So now whenever we are writing the data inside this, so let's write that placeholder, on change event. We should update these values, okay, and we will create a function, and we will just write set values, and inside that an object the previous values that we have, and also update the name. Name is equal to with e.target.value. Yeah, same thing for email also. Just come here and just paste it here. We should update now the email. Yeah, after updating that, whenever we submit this button, so let's come here and submit event, and we will call a function handle submit. Let's create this function. Let's come here, const handle submit is equal to, we will get an event e.prevent default, and after that we will call our API, and we will just post our data. So for that we will write Axios. First we will import that. After importing .post, we would like to post the data, then our route URL, our URL would be this, and also the student. We should go to this route, okay, this URL student, and then we will pass our values, our data. After that we will get a response result. Let's console that result, and also we will get in catch if there was any error, log error. Okay, so now let's create this API inside a server. We will just write app.post, and this should be student, and we will get a function request and response. Here we will write our query, const SQL is equal to insert into student, and we should insert into the name and email, okay, name and email, and the values would be question mark with us. Values we will attach them later. So let's get the values, const values is equal to in array request.body.name, and also request.body, those are attached with the body and email. We will tag them inside the values. So now let's run our query, db.query. Inside that first pass our SQL, then we will write our values, and after that we will get an error or two parameter result. If there was an error, so just return response.json. Inside that the error just, okay, else return response.json, and inside that the result. So let's check them. Yeah, let's come here and just we will move to console also to see that on the console, and just come here. a new student. Let's press the submit button, press it. See, we got this error, Axios error. What it says, it is fault with the server error. We got server error. Let's come here, student. The error is that we should parse our data that we are passing to the JSON format. So let's use write-up.use and express.json. Let's check it now. So let's press the submit now. See, we got the result. Okay, see, it is okay now. Affected rows 1. So let's see it in the inside the student table. See, a new record has added. So now whenever we add a new record, we should go back to our home component, go back to the student list. So for that we will use just come here, we will use navigate hook from React Rotterdam. So how to use that? Let's come here, const navigate, create an instance of that, use navigate. Yeah, that has imported. See, use navigate, and let's use it. Whenever we get a result, by console.log the result, and also navigate back to home. It will goes to this home route. Okay, to this route. It means go back to home. Let's come here, add a student. Let's press submit. See, we came back here. That's okay now. So we did our creating functionality. So now let's read a record. Whenever we press this read button, we should read the record. And let's come here, create, just come here to the home component and just come here to the read, and we will change it to the link. Yeah, React Rotterdam link. I think we already imported that. Yeah, we have imported that. So let's add 2 is equal to, we should go now to a specific ID. Okay, so for that we will write like this. Inside this we will goes to read, and then the ID. What will be the ID? We should go to this ID number. Okay, student.id. Okay, we will create this route now, read, then the ID number. So let's move to app.jsx and create that route, and this should be read and also the ID. This would be route for the ID, and this should be changed to read. Let's create that, read.jsx or ce. Let's come here back, import the read. Yeah, after importing, so let's use that. Okay, so now let's press read. For example, this one, see, we came to the ID is undefined. So let's check that, why that is undefined. Let's come here to the home. Oh, we should write ID by capital letters. Let's come here back and come here back. So let's read it. See, we came to 7th ID and the read this route to the read. Okay, so now we should display the records of that. Just come here to the read. Inside that we will just run use effect hook. Whenever we come to this component, it will be rendered, it will run this use effect hook. Okay, let's create a dependency. Inside that we will fetch the record based on that ID. So to fetch the record, we will first get the ID. Okay, const how to get the ID, we will use from hook from React Rotterdam. Okay, it will just grab the ID from URL. After getting the ID, so now we will fetch the record. We will write axios.get, and let's take our URL. This would be our URL. slash, and we will pass our id plus id. Okay, read me this record. Okay, get this record from and also we should add here read. Okay, should get by id, and here dot then we will get a result. Just assign the result to, let's first of all console.log result. If there was any error, so just catch that console log error. That's okay now. Okay, so let's move to our server side and create this route. Same to this. Okay, copy this one, and just this should be read, and also we are getting an id, and here id, then the id. Okay, we will write our route like this, and we will just come here to this route. Okay, plus id, and here. Okay, so let's change our query, and our query would be based on the id. So select steric from student where id is equal to with question mark. Okay, later we will attach the id. And now how to get the id? For the id we will write const id is equal to request.params.id. we will get the id from url. After getting that, so now let's just write SQL, then we will attach our id here, and then we will get run this query. Okay, select from student where id. Okay, okay, yeah, okay, let's run that. Let's come here, just back and move to the console. What we are getting in the result, let's come here, just press this read. We came here, we got this result. Okay, see, we got this result. Let's come to the data. See, we have this data. So let's come here and inside read, now we will just create our variable here, const student slash set student is equal to use state hook. It is in array type with us, and here we will just insert this right like this, and here we will set student, call that, and we will pass result that data. After passing that, we will read the records of that now. Yeah, I wrote just this design, so now inside this I will read my records. Okay, it's to student detail. Let's come here and we will just read h2 id student id, and also the name and email. We should have a button to go back. We should have two buttons for edit and back. Okay, let's create them. Back, this should be a route. Okay, we should create link from React.js, and 2 is equal to back to home page. We never replace this button, last name button primary, and also one for edit. We would like to edit from this place. Okay, to refresh this edit, we should go back to edit. Right now we don't have the edit, so I will just change this edit route. We don't have that, we will just change this to the button, but we have the home, this route inside app.js. So let's check it. Student detail, we didn't get that. Student ID, so we should write 0, array number 0. Okay, in the first array, because there is just one record. See, we got the student detail, and we have two buttons, so let's make them margin 8 would be 2, and this should be info. Yeah, it's okay now. See, we got the student detail, c1latif@gmail.com. And one thing else, let's grab it inside of the last name, adding 2. Yeah, it is okay now. So now whenever we press this button, we should come back, and whenever we press this edit, sorry, what happened? Whenever we press this edit button, we come to the read. What is the problem in the read? Yeah, read. Let's check it. Where is the problem? So instead of writing like this, let's just try it like this. Okay, just remove all of these and it will solve the error. Okay, the first array, just assign that to the seed student. Let's refresh it, come back, and let's come here, read it. See, we got the result. Okay, so now whenever we press this edit button, so we should move to another component and edit our data. So just come here to the whenever we press here, we should change it to the link, and 2 is equal to with the inside it. We should go to edit, and also we should pass the ID. ID would be student.id. And also if we click on this home component and this edit button, we should go to that. Okay, let's just change it to the link. Let's copy this to paste it here. Okay, we will go to student. This should be edit and student.id. So let's create this route, and this should be edit, and we should go to, and also we should create a component for the edit or update .js. We can name it update student. Okay, logically, but just for further learning. So let's import it inside app.js update. After importing it, so let's use it. Update. Yes. Okay. Let's, whenever we press this edit, we should come here to the edit. If we come here back and press this edit, we should come to the update. Okay, so after coming here, so first of all we should display a forum, and we should display the edit values in that forum, and then we should update that record. So let's come here to the update. First of all, we will create a forum. Okay, simply as we created for our create function, we will create the same forum for our update also. Okay, let's simply copy this and paste it here. Okay, and also whenever we are just updating these values, we should store them inside these values. Let's copy that also, copy this, and let's come here and just inside this, and we will update these values. But by default, what we should do, we should have, for example, whenever we come to the for example, let's come here. I will just appreciate let's create it. Okay, whenever, like, I came here to the update section. Okay, in this area I should have the name that I would like to update, okay, and also the email that I would like to update. So let's come here for that. What we should do, first of all, we should fetch that record. Okay, after fetching that record, we should display the values inside these input fields, then we should submit that. Okay, so let's, once I will just commit this. Yeah, okay, leave it like this. Okay, let's I think everything is okay. Okay, let's come here to the edit. Edit is not working. Yeah, we don't have this handle submit function. What else we don't have? We don't have this use state. Yeah, So let's change a few things. Update, I will show you. Okay, just a minute, and change this. Update. So by default we should have here the name that we would like to update and also the email. So for that we will use effect hook, and we will fetch the record. Okay, so to fetch the record, first we need the ID. So the ID for ID we will use forum hook. ID is equal to use forum hook, and we will get the ID. Then we will, as we did in the read, we will just fetch the record. Let's use the same thing. Update. Let's write like this. Okay. Yeah, we will call the same read route, and we will go to the same API here, and we will just select the records, and we will fetch that record, and then we will assign it to the student, set student. Let's copy this also, paste it here. Okay, whenever we set that inside the student, so after that we should assign here the values student dot name and also student dot email. And let's come here, we will assign here value is equal to with the values dot name, and here value is equal to with values dot email. Let's check it now. Everything is okay. Yes, we have this read the record. Let's import use effect hook, and after that use effect hook. Okay, use state has imported. Okay, let's check it now. Where is the second error that we have? The console. Axios is not imported. Let's import the Axios. Yeah, Axios is imported. See, we have the update student, but we don't have those values. So let's check them. Student, yes, student, set student. Values dot name and values dot email. So let's come here, and we will just remove the student, and also let's write it like this, and also move this. We will directly update these values. Okay, instead of that we will write set values, and inside that we will write our previous values and update the name result dot data and dot name, and also update email result dot data the 0 dot email. We will directly update them inside use effect hook. Okay, so now let's check them. Say we have those values. Let's come back and let's read, for example, this one. So we read that. Let's come here to the edit. See, we have this values. So now whenever we update these values, for example, add something, so email and make it .NET. So whenever we press this update button, we should update the student. So let's write code for that. Let's write on forum on submit. We should call on submit event handle update. Let's create this function now. Const handle update is equal to, we'll get an event dot prevent default, and after that let's write we will first use Axios now to pass the data. Axios dot post, we will we will just use put function now. Okay, put method to update our data, that put and we will use the route the update route for that. And let's use, for example, this time it should be update, and also we should pass our ID that we have. Okay, this ID that we have, the ID, and then we will pass our data. We should write values. Okay, this data that we has updated, this value dot, then we will get our result. Let's just cancel dot log result, and also we should go back to our home page. Okay, so for that we will use again navigate hook. Once navigate is equal to use navigate hook, and let's use that. Navigate, we should go back to home page, and let's write here dot catch. Yes, so let's move to server side, and we will create this API app that we'll call put method put, and here we will use update and also the ID, and after that we will get request and response. Let's first of all create our query. So for that, let's start const SQL is equal to update student and set name is equal to question mark, and also the email. The email is equal to question mark, where ID is equal to question mark. So it is our SQL query. So now let's grab the ID. Const ID is equal to request dot param dot ID. After that we will just run our query db.query and write our SQL. Then we will write our request dot body. Sorry, we should write in array request dot body dot name, and then we first of all we are updating our name. Okay, request dot body dot email, and after that our ID. So let's run our query error or result. If there was an error, so just return. So let's just return. Okay. So it is okay. Let's run to the user interface and update the student. Let's refresh this. Yeah. Come change this to the .NET. Here. Update it. See. .NET. Okay. The record has updated successfully with us. See it. .NET, Khan and Khan. So after that, when you refresh this delete button, we should delete that record. Let's come here to the home, and inside the home, this should be a button. On click, we should call handle delete, and we should pass the ID to that. We will write like this. Okay, and we will pass our ID student dot ID to this function. Let's create that. Const handle delete. We will get the ID. We will just use Axios.delete method, and we will call a route. Say Ctrl V delete, and we will pass ID also, and then we will get a result. But instead of this, we will just use location dot reload function to reload the user interface for us. And let's create this API now here. Up.delete, and we should have delete slash the ID, and after that case response, we will write our query now here. Write our query here. So I will write my query like this. Okay, delete from student where ID is equal to the question mark. Okay, so let's grab the ID, and also we will run our query like this. Let's copy this, paste it here. We grab our ID here, and here we will just pass the ID. Okay, and the result. Okay, it's okay. So now let's delete and ID. Let's check that out. Come here to the home, delete plus ID. Okay, so let's check it. Let's for example delete this one. See, the record has deleted. Okay, delete this one, the record has deleted. Okay, so let's create a new one. Submit it. So let's edit or read it. Let's edit it, save, state, updated. See, the record has updated, deleted, the record has deleted. So it was all about CRUD operation using React, Node, and MySQL database. I hope this video was helpful for you. If you like this video, so don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel and like this video, comment down, and thanks for watching.